Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will be talking about Adidas being awarded by the Jewish group for its decision to sever ties with Kanye West. And it says we will continue supporting Jewish communities and stand against all forms of hatred, racism, and discrimination. Yes, and I definitely support Adidas on that, but even more so, they need to also practice good business practices, because while they will stand against all form of hatred, racism, and discrimination, they're still practicing to be a thieves, and that is nothing but what Adidas is. That company is filled with some unscrupulous people with unscrupulous business practices, because after they cut ties with Ye West upon the demands and threats of the Jewish group or community, they have severed ties with Ye West, and since then Adidas has lost over $1 billion in revenue, while the Jewish community continues to thrive in their business. And when they are called out for cutting ties with people, they still have those people employed to their company, irrespective of the fact that that individual has done far worse than what Ye West did. So it goes to show that Adidas is being nothing but a damn jackass for these people. And I have to call a spade and a shovel, because when you look into what Dana White, the president of UFC, beating up his wife publicly, and Ari Emanuel, who is the CEO of Endeavor owns UFC, and the lawmakers of California has been calling on Ari Emanuel to say something about your colleague beating up his wife publicly. You always pride yourself as a man of morals, values. Where did your morals go? Where did your values go? You spoke about Kanye. Why can't you spoke about Dana White? Listen, these people are not ruining their business to make anyone happy. No matter what women's group are offended, no matter which woman is offended, they're not cutting ties with Dana White to please anyone. But guess what? They're making a fool of Adidas. Adidas is making a total fool of themselves by consistently calling Ye West's name, and they're ripping off Ye West's name, sorry. They're not just, going after this man, they're also basically ripping him off. So they canceled him, they took his money, they took his IP, they steal his creative designs, and they're selling them as unbranded Yeezys. And guess what? The people are saying, you know what? We don't want any Chinese knockoff from Adidas. If we want those knockoffs, we can buy them from Shein and other websites. We're not supporting Adidas. And listen, as time passes, more and more people are seeing why they should not support Adidas. I mean, if the Jewish company, if the Jewish group really wanted to support Adidas, they would say, you know what, Adidas, we made a mistake, because guess what? We have shame in our backyard. We're not focusing on the shame that's in our backyard, but we're telling you to cut ties with this man when we are no better. Try to go back into a deal with Ye, because he has since then apologized, because we have mess of our own. We're no better. As a matter of fact, we're worse. But do you think that the Jewish community is going to do that? No. They're going to continue to play innocent Abby, to act as though, you know what, everything is perfect, everything is good with them, when in reality it's not. They are a mess, and they are guilty of crimes worse than what they are accusing Ye West of. And as such, I think that Adidas was so foolish for the role that they played in as it relates to taking Ye West's money and his designs. If they wanted to cut ties with him, that was fine. Because if you look into the situation with Gap and Balenciaga, no one is focused on Balenciaga. No one is focused on Gap, because Balenciaga didn't tell us that, okay, we're going to come and we're going to steal Ye West's money. We're not going to pay him what we owe him. We're going to steal his IP. No. And Gap didn't tell the world that we're stealing his design, we're selling it, and we're going to take his money on top of it. So no one is focused on Gap or Balenciaga, but everyone is focused on Adidas, because that's the company that told the world that, hey, We cut ties with this guy. We held on to his money. We stole his IP. We froze his account. And not just that, we're going to sell his designs as ours, and we're not going to give him any money on top of that. And as such, this is where the resentment lies when it comes to Adidas. And I realize that Adidas and the Jewish community just keeps going at Ye West, irrespective of the fact that this man is going out about his own business. He's not messing with anyone. He's not bothering anyone. But apparently they will not leave him alone. Even though we're hearing that the Jewish community wants to bar Ye West from entering Australia, as though they're God and Savior of this world. They should determine how a man moves about. Ye West is a human being, and as a human being, he's entitled to his freedom of movement. You people need to go focus on the rabbis that you have among you that are doing human trafficking and you know what to kids. Because listen, you people have a very horrible record. But since you want to focus on here, let us focus on the corruption that you have among you. It's nothing in comparison to what you people keep attacking Ye West about. And it is what it is. But guys, it's a lot. And I want to say, let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks for your time. Stay safe, stay blessed. See you all next time. Bye, guys.